Hi, my name is Edgardo Castillo Jr., a second year student of Cavite State University Sicat campus. I am studying Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, major in Stationary Marine Technology, or SMT. In this video, we are going to talk about the different electrical hazards that I have found in our house. But unfortunately, despite of all the observations that I have done, I only have found 5 different electrical hazards that later on we are going to be discussed in this video. So without any further ado, let's get started. This video shows a galvanized tin roof and power wire coming from the main supply outside our house. Our neighbor put it so that rainwater would not drip every time there was a storm. But they ignored the potential tragedy of putting an iron roof very close to the wire. The wire heats up because of the electricity flowing through it, and because the edges of the iron roof are sharp, it can have cuts that can damage the original flow of the electricity. It can cut the insulator, and it can cause an accident because the iron roof is a conductor. This shows that it is an electrical hazard that can cause major and minor electrocution accidents. If someone touches the galvanized roof, it can be electrified due to the friction of the wire on the galvanized roof. It can also cause explosions because it came from the main supply. This video and the next one are both improper installation of the receptacles. It can be seen that both receptacles are just hanging on the metal wire and the other one is tied to the cord. It can cause an accident due to the shaking of the receptacles because they are not mounted on the stable and solid surface. It can fall at any time if it is not connected properly, and it may hit the head of a person, and in worst scenario, it can electrocute someone. In this video, you can see power strips hazards, an extension wire with multiple chargers plugged in, and sometimes it is overloaded with some electric fan plugs. It can be stepped on if not noticed and can electrify anyone who steps on it. It is also nearly attached to the bed, and it can cause a fire and burn in skin if there is a problem. Another hazard I consider is the placement of the outlet that is too low and can be toyed with of children. They will surely be electrocuted and they may be die, just like the trending video in the recent months. Here, you can see what usually happens to light switches when they are not properly installed or the switches are pushed too hard. The switches sink and sometimes its wires twist, as what happened here. This switch had a strong ground, so we temporarily cut its line to avoid electrifying other people. I consider this as a hazard because it can bring danger to people. And the last hazard I can consider is the convenience outlet near the faucet outside our house. We know the water is a kind of conductor. If, for example, it is accidentally wet due to the washing of clothes, it can electrify people. And because there are children here, it is dangerous because they can play with water and they accidentally wet the outlet. It can cause an explosion and short circuit that will affect other appliances.